The Milwaukee Admirals started as a semi-pro team named after a brand of household appliances. Now, they're one of the most successful teams in the AHL with nearly 250,000 fans at games this past year alone. Scott Grodsky explores the history of the Milwaukee Admirals.
For decades, the road to the NHL has gone through Milwaukee, as the Admirals have sent more than 200 players into the NHL, and that is just one part of their storied history that begins back in the 70s.
I'm John Greenberg, president of the Milwaukee Admirals. Back in 1970, the Admirals got started. There was a gentleman who owned an appliance company named Irv Marar, and he wanted to put together a hockey team which would play out of Wilson Park. It was a semi-professional level at that point. It was just a bunch of guys getting together to play some hockey against other teams from the region, and one of his brands was Admirals appliances, and refrigerators and washers and things like that, and so that's how he named the team, so that he could kind of push his products at the same time. In 1977, Jane and Lloyd Pettit purchased the team, and at that point they became a fully professional hockey team, paying their players, being in a real league, the International Hockey League, and trying to win championships that way. And they played out of now Panther Arena.
I'm Charlie Larson, Vice President of Communications for the Milwaukee Admirals. The transition was interesting to go from the IHL to the AHL because really the IHL folded and the AHL absorbed 6 teams, and we were one of them. We won the Calder Cup in 2004. We had 6 full-time people. There were people, we were doing things that we're pulling tickets and running reports that we have no training or business to really be doing. And so when Harris came and bought the team and said, hey, we need people doing what they're trained to do, that was really a breath of fresh air.
When we came here, it was all about basically having a blank canvas to create a new Admirals. Well, that's really what differentiates us from other teams in this market. Obviously, we're the minor league team in a major league market. It's all about that creativity and that ability to entertain people from the minute they walk through the door until the minute that they leave. So that if we have a night where we don't play very well, we want that investment that you made in us to be a good investment, so that you feel like, well, that was a lot of fun. They didn't win, but I had a really good time, and I'll go back and do that again.
While the Admirals' greatest players are the ones whose names are remembered on the walls here at Panther Arena, it's of course the fans that keep the team in business. They have had nearly 11 million fans at their games throughout their history. For CBS 58 Hometowns, I'm Scott Grodsky.